All right, I'm going to do 9 examples today. I need you to have these in your notes because these are the problems you're working on for the rest of the week. These were the problems that most people got wrong, or that the highest percentage of people got wrong on the last quiz. All right, so example number 1 that you have to, or you're going to need in your notes is 3 times y plus 7 is equal to 48. This is a distributive property problem. So it's 3 times y plus 3 times 7, or 3 times y is 3y, and 3 times positive 7 is positive 21, and that's equal to 48. Your next step is to subtract 21 from each side. These 21s cancel, and 3y is equal to 27. So then you're going to divide both sides by 3. Y is equal to 9. $12 is equal to negative d plus 15. So you're going to subtract 15 from each side. These 15s will cancel out. 12 minus 15 is negative 3, and that's going to be equal to negative d. We talked about this problem yesterday. When there's a negative in front of the variable, you have to divide both sides by negative 1. Negative 3 divided by negative 1 is positive 3. These two negative symbols cancel each other out, and you're just left with a d. So 3 is equal to d. Got it? B minus 6 divided by negative 2 is equal to negative 8. So you're going to multiply both sides, in this case, by whatever's in this denominator. So you're going to multiply both sides here by negative 2. These negative 2's cancel each other out. So on the left-hand side, you're left with b minus 6. And negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16. So next you'll add 6 to each side. These 6's will cancel out. And b is equal to 22. Negative 80 equals negative 8 times 6 plus 2z. So you're going to do the distributive property first. So that means the left side stays the same. The negative 80 and the equal sign just come down. Negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. And negative 8 times positive 2z is going to be negative 16z. You're trying to get the variable by itself, so you're going to add 48 to each side. So negative 80, or 80 negative in the calculator, plus 48 is negative 32. Equals. These 48s cancel out. And this negative 16z has to come down. All of it. All of this has to come down. And finally, you can divide both sides by negative 16. These will cancel out. Negative 32, or 32 negative divided by 16 negative. Positive 2 equals z. (2.2 x minus 3.5 is equal to 0.9. You're going to add 3.5 to each side. So the 2.2x comes straight down. The 3.5s cancel out, and you're equal to 0.9 plus 3.5 is 4.4. And then you divide both sides by 2.2. The 2.2s cancel out, and x is equal to 2. Negative 10 equals 3p plus 8 minus 2p. In this case, the 3p and the negative 2p have to get combined. So the negative 10 and the equal sign gets rewritten. And in your calculator, you're just going to take 3 minus 2. And 3p minus 2p equals 1p. But you don't write the 1 in front of it. So the 3p and the negative 2p just combine to a p, and it's plus 8. And then subtract 8 from each side. So the 8s cancel out. And 10 negative minus 8. It's going to be negative 18. But if you would do it in the calculator like I asked all year, you would get better at your calculator operations. 10 negative minus 18. Five times y plus 4 plus 5 equals 40. So it'll be distributive property first. 5 times y is 5y. And 5 times positive 4 is positive 20. The rest of the problem just gets rewritten. And now you combine a 20 and a 5. So you rewrite 5y plus 20 plus 5 is 25 equals 40. Subtract 25 from each side. The 25s cancel out. And 5y is equal to 15. Your last step is to divide by 5. These 5s will cancel out. And y is equal to 3. Two examples left. 3/5 x minus 4 is equal to 9. The first step here is to add 4 to each side. The 4s will cancel out. So 3/5 times x is equal to 13. The next step is to divide by 3/5. The 3/5 will cancel out. So the only thing left on the left-hand side is x equals, in your calculator, take 13 and divide it by 3/5. 21 and 2/3. Now, I also want you to list it as an improper fraction. So push the second button and the fraction button. And your calculator should give you 65/3. Because when you take your quiz this week, this is the answer you're probably going to get. But this is the answer that's going to be in the multiple choice section. And you have to use the calculator to convert those. You have to be able to use the calculator. That's the second button and then the fraction button. All right, your last example is 7p divided by 9 plus 17 equals 38. Right here, you're going to subtract 17 from each side. That cancels out the 17s. So 7p over 9 is equal to 38 minus 17. That's 21. And now, just like the problem before, you're going to divide both sides by 7/9. That cancels out the 7/9, both of them. And you're just left with p equals. And then 21 divided by 7/9 is 27. Now that's an example of each type of problem that's on your assignment today.